Hello and welcome to the CISN Football Pregame Show. I am your host, Blake Walker, and it is week 3 of the Iowa High School football season. We are excited to have you back here watching our pregame show before your action tonight. We got a good show ahead, a couple coach interviews. We're going to look over the rankings. We're going to go over our player of the week from last week, a phenomenal performance, and much, much more. You're watching the CISN Football Pregame Show. Let's take a look at our player of the week. Our CISN Player of the Week from Week 2 goes to Waukee's Beckett Baker. 14 of 19, 195 yards in the air, and 3 passing touchdowns. He also did a lot on the ground. Take a look at some of these plays. That's a big pass play up to Maverick Inman. Beckett Baker started as a freshman for Waukee, with his dad being the head coach, and has just grown into his role. It helps when he has good wide receivers that can make catches like that, but Beckett Baker throwing on the run, ability to throw on the run is huge. Again, Maverick Inman his target, but again, his rushing attack is also something that will not go unnoticed. Here's a nice lob over the top to Evan Jacobson. Jacobson making a great play. Waukee, a very convincing win over Waukee Northwest. Struggled early, but as you can see, throwing out of a sack for the touchdown. Just incredible ball by Beckett Baker, and a couple more throws here. You just got to check this kid out. Sets his feet, throws a dart to the back of the end zone. Once again, Maverick Inman hauls in the play. Again, very good when he has a good offensive line in front of him and good weapons around him. And then you can see his ability to take off and run. I mean, just simple quarterback draw plays. He only ran once in the win in Week 1 against Ames, and this game had a couple rushing touchdowns and definitely showed his skills on the ground. Beckett Baker is our Week 2 Player of the Week. It's time to take a look at the rankings here in Class 5A going into week number 3. These are courtesy of Iowa Radio until the RPI comes out in a couple weeks. Dowling Catholic is still the number 1 team. The Maroons defeat the Valley Tigers, who were number 1 at the time. Dowling takes the number 1 spot. That is now back-to-back weeks that the number 1 team in the Radio Iowa poll in Class 5A has lost. Waukee moves into the number 2 spot for good reason. The Warriors are on fire. They will take on Sioux City North here on this Friday. Ankeny Centennial at 3. They look very impressive. Despite losing a lot of weapons last year, they've reloaded. They'll take on Cedar Falls. West Des Moines Valley drops to the 4th spot. Still a very talented team. They're going to have a lot of fun the rest of the year. Southeast Polk is at the 5th spot. They will take on Cedar Rapids Prairie. Southeast Polk defeat Ankeny. Ankeny, as you might notice, is no longer a part of the top 10. Cedar Falls is at 6. The Tigers are a very, very sneaky team out of northeastern Iowa. Keep an eye on the Tigers. They'll take on Centennial tonight. Bettendorf is at the 7th spot. Got a big win over Pleasant Valley to open the season. Linn-Mar at the 8th spot. They will take on Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Johnston at the 9 position. They face a very tricky opponent in Valley. And then Iowa City Liberty, who continues to put up points. Got a big win against their rival Iowa City High. They will take on Pleasant Valley this week. They come in at the 10th spot. And those are your rankings for Class 5A in Week 3, courtesy of Radio Iowa. We will step aside for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll tell you what's going on Thursday night football across the state of Iowa in Class 5A. You're watching the CISN Football Pregame Show. We'll be right back.
The deals are hot this month at DeArmond Ford Indianola. New 2024 F-150 XLTs with 3.9% for 60 months, plus up to $8,000 off MSRP. Get $6,000 off or 2.9% for 72 months on new 2024 Expeditions and new 2024 Edge and Escapes, both with 1.9% for 60 months, plus up to $2,075 rebate. No payments for 90 days on all new Fords at DeArmond Ford Indianola.
fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
The world is going electric, and Metro Heating and Cooling is leading the charge. Just like Tesla revolutionized how we drive, we are transforming how you experience comfort by offering electric air source heat pumps. Experience the unparalleled efficiency, comfort, and savings, and the best part is, it's more affordable than ever. Receive up to $3,000 of a qualifying Trane home comfort system. Join the electric revolution with Metro Heating and Cooling and enjoy a smarter, greener future today. Visit our website or call us now to make the switch.
Welcome back to the CISN Football Pregame Show. I'm your host, Blake Walker. Let's wrap things up before we get you to your big game tonight. Let's take a look at the 3 games happening in 5A tonight here on Thursday night. Starting out with Sioux City and Bishop Heelan. The Crusaders 2-0 out of the lower class of Class 3A, taking on the Black Raiders of Sioux City East. The Black Raiders 1-1. Bishop Heelan is 2-0. Sioux City East, a team that loves to throw the ball, two very opposites. Sioux City East 474 passing yards out of their junior Cal Jepson. And on the other side, for Bishop Heelan, it's a heavy rushing attack. 611 yards this year already for the Crusaders. They are led by Kason Thomas, the junior tailback. 382 yards and 7 touchdowns. Sioux City East coming off a loss to Sergeant Bluff Luton, 21-10, and Bishop Heelan defeating Council Bluffs Lincoln 40-16. Heelan beat Sioux City for the first time in 5 years. Last year, 29-21. Cedar Rapids, Washington at 0-2 will take on Davenport West at 0-2. Both teams trying to grab their first win of the season. Davenport West won last year's matchup 28-20. Davenport West loves to run the ball. They don't pass it very well. 318 rushing yards for the Falcons this year, just 17 passing yards. They're led by Jordan Tate, the senior running back. And then for Cedar Rapids, Washington, it's a one-man show with Grady McGuire, the junior quarterback, leads the team in passing with 216 yards and 3 touchdowns, and rushing 165 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns. Somebody is getting their first win tonight in Cedar Rapids. And then finally, our game here on the Central Iowa Sports Network, Waukee Northwest 0-2 to start the year. We'll take on the Des Moines Roosevelt Rough Riders at 1-1. Northwest coming off a loss to Waukee 40-29. Roosevelt gives up 22 points in the first quarter and drops a big one to Ottumwa 50-28. Roosevelt won this game last year 51-14. Can Roosevelt take down one of the Metro schools? They've done it most recently. They're the only team to do it in the last 10 years. Roosevelt will try to pull the upset tonight, but Waukee Northwest, led by Mac Heitland, the talented sophomore quarterback, will be a tough out for the Rough Riders. Well, that will do it for us here on the CISN Football Pregame Show. I am your host, Blake Walker. Thanking you once again for joining me and our entire staff. We wish you the best of viewing this Friday night. Enjoy the game. We'll see you next week. You're watching the CISN Football Pregame Show.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals. So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. we're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109.
Save big at DeYarman CDJR Ames. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees at the all-new DeYarman CDJR Ames. DeYarmanAmes.com.
The world is going electric, and Metro Heating and Cooling is leading the charge. Just like Tesla revolutionized how we drive, we are transforming how you experience comfort by offering electric air source heat pumps. Experience the unparalleled efficiency, comfort, and savings, and the best part is, it's more affordable than ever. Receive up to $3,000 of a qualifying Train home comfort system. Join the electric revolution with Metro Heating and Cooling and enjoy a smarter, greener future today. Visit our website or call us now to make the switch.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Drake University here at MediaCom Stadium here in Des Moines, Iowa for tonight's Thursday night football special between one of the Metro schools and one of the public schools. Des Moines Roosevelt at 1-1 will host the Waukee Northwest Wolves at 0-2. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here this evening from MediaCom Stadium. Dar, Roosevelt was the last team in the Metro school or in the Des Moines public schools to beat a Metro school. It was against Waukee a couple of years ago. You got to think, looking at it tonight, a prime possibility, if possible, for Roosevelt. They started out the season with a win against Lincoln, lost to Ottumwa Northwest 0-2 to start. Now, granted, they've played much better opponents, but tonight, you just never know.
Well, on the other side, though, too, I think Waukee Northwest could be primed for an explosion here.
Yes.
I did their first game, you did their second. They were ready to take over that first game until a turnover flipped the momentum from them, and they lost a couple close games there. But you're right, Roosevelt here, they've come out, they got a win. It always gives you a little more confidence when you have a win. When you got two losses, you got to keep saying, well, there's a lot more season, but you start getting a little doubt in your back of your mind. But I know Coach will have them ready here tonight.
Let's take a look at some of our players to watch tonight. Eddie Fulton is one to watch for Roosevelt. 13 carries, 336 yards, 4 touchdowns already this season. Now, granted, that is just week 1. We did not see stats. Roosevelt did not put in stats for week 2 against Ottumwa. And for Waukee Northwest, it's Isaiah Oliver, who really had a standout performance last week against Waukee Northwest. Oliver this season, 9 catches, 109 yards, and 2 touchdowns. One thing, Dar, that a lot of people are going to be focused on, sophomore quarterback Mike Heitland as well.
Yeah, and he's they like to stretch the field. They've done that. They had one of their top receivers is now with Waukee, but they mix the run game well with the passing game, so they can do both, and they like to have that big receiver that they can go to, and Oliver is the junior starting to fill that role. And, go over the top, go down the seam, make the big play, and take control of the game. So he gives them that option.
We'll step aside for a very quick break, and we'll be back for your opening kickoff. It's Des Moines Roosevelt taking on Waukee Northwest, upcoming on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here. Coin toss just getting underway, Dar. What do we got going on down there?
Well, Roosevelt deferred, and Waukee believes going to take the ball. And, it's turning out a really beautiful night here. There's a little bit of a breeze, but doesn't look like anything that's going to hamper play too much here tonight. So,
at 78 degrees is your current high right now, so...
I love September. It's my month, and this is the perfect football weather we've been having lately.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
Come out of work in this type of weather, and you just thinking football. And then you smell the popcorn cooking down there.
It's great. It's phenomenal. We'll wait until the really cool temperatures set in, which will probably happen in a couple weeks, but we'll enjoy it while we can. Des Moines Roosevelt will take the field. All black uniforms for Roosevelt. A new look for me personally that I've seen. Might have maybe the very slightest bit of dark blue in there, but white helmets. Waukee Northwest in top white helmets, white jerseys, and blue pants. Back to receive for Waukee Northwest on the upcoming kickoff. Tanner Jackson, it looks like,
Abel Kennedy, isn't it? You're receiving. I'm sorry.
Yeah, receiving.
Kicking is Abel Kennedy.
Isaiah Oliver, and it looks like Josiah DeYoung, I believe, are the ones.
So you're Al Michaels, and I'm the other guy, right? On Thursday Night Football. Is that the way it works?
Kirk Herbstreit. All right, let's get going. Thursday Night Football here in the Metro. Oliver will take the opening kickoff all the way up to the 32-yard line, and out steps Waukee Northwest offense led by the sophomore quarterback, Mac Heitland. Dari's made a couple mistakes this season, but he's only a sophomore and a bright future for the young Wolf.
Yeah, he's had, like I was talking about the game I did, the opening game, he tried to force one in there, and it burned him and got picked off, but he makes good decisions too. He scrambles when he has to. He's not a big runner, but...
Couple wide receivers in motion. Elliott Comey off to their far right side. 4 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Heitland will throw out to number 5 of Waukee Northwest. Number 6. That's Jordan Green, the sophomore, and Green gets upfield for a gain of about 3.
Now, what I saw in that first game, Julian Sweeney, he's a backup quarterback. He's also a receiver. He started out as quarterback, then threw it lateral over to Heitland, and he threw deep on a flea flicker play. But
Heitland hesitates, goes back to Green on this near side. Jordan makes a couple guys miss, hurdles over a man, and gets the first down as Waukee Northwest moves the chains. Great blocking up front by the Wolves.
Yeah, and they had him in the sights there. John Bradford just overran him and was going to stop him for maybe a loss there, but he overran the play.
Northwest moving quick here to start this one. Coach Kapatic trying to get his offense rolling quick. Again, lone in the backfield is Heitland. Back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Heitland will check it down short. This is caught by Elliott Comey. Comey's up the far right sideline, and he's all the way down to the 31-yard line as Waukee Northwest continues to move the chains.
So coming out passing, haven't run it yet. Trying to get Roosevelt back on their heels.
Ernest Brune, the head coach for Des Moines Roosevelt, trying to lead his Rough Riders. A 1-1 start this season for Roosevelt. A win against Des Moines Lincoln in week 1, then a loss to Ottumwa. Another quick blitz, and Oliver is close to the first down marker. Does he have it? Looks like he does from our distance. And once again, Waukee Northwest continues to move the chains on the opening drive.
Yeah, they're getting pressure on, but they're just sending one man who's getting through, and Heitland's pretty nimble back there to sidestep him, so they haven't been able to get to him yet.
Opening drives are scripted, and Waukee Northwest has got to like what they see. Heitland will roll out again, check down short. This is Comey. Comey gets around 1, staying on his feet, breaks another. Comey inside the 5, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Waukee Northwest.
21-yard touchdown.
Elliott Comey not going to be denied. Roosevelt struggling to tackle him and contain him here on this near sideline. Check it out again. Yeah, inside the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone. And
hits him in the flat. There's a nice stiff arm there. And then they had him by the jersey, and then too late coming in there. Tejon Bradford had him. Justin Babutha tried to get him, but you got to wrap him up.
Landon Steffi will be on to attempt the PAT here. Snap, hold. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. Waukee Northwest drives down the field and scores on their opening drive, 7-0. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade. With the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Waukee Northwest drives all the way down the field and picks up a touchdown on their opening drive against Des Moines Roosevelt. The Wolves will kick this one all the way back down the field. Jaden Shields, the freshman, will take it. He'll work his way to the far sideline, and look out. There goes Jaden Shields. Shields will turn the corner. He's going to have a foot race. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Des Moines Roosevelt.
There's a way to answer.
Jaden Shields, the freshman, with the house call for Roosevelt.
Takes it about the 3-yard line, so we'll call it unofficially a 97-yard return. You see he gets outside, no contain on the outside at all, and then he just turns on the afterburners, and you're not going to catch him.
You couldn't ask for a better response. Obviously, the offense didn't take the field, but how about that? Northwest gives up the kick return touchdown, and Des Moines Roosevelt will attempt the point after. Snap, hold, and the kick is blocked. Waukee Northwest blocked a couple kicks last week of Waukee's. No difference this week. Nice job by the special teams. We'll take a break. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Waukee Northwest leads Roosevelt 7-6. Roosevelt returns their opening kickoff, 97 yards. You said it took 17 seconds.
About 17 seconds, so not a bad 100-yard. A little slow for the 100-yard dash, but he was being chased.
Yeah. Kick is sent deep by Abel Kennedy. Waukee Northwest will take it all the way up to the 35-yard line, so really nice starting field position. Actually, they give him to him at the 36. And Northwest comes back out on offense without ever running a running play. Did not go to their tailback at all.
They went 6 plays, all passing, a minute 23, 69 yards on their first drive to score. So now with their second drive.
Looks to be most of the same.
I did not see them run that
wides
in that game, the first game.
This is a new offensive look for Coach Kapatich.
Yeah.
And Northwest. Heitland will throw high. This is caught by Oliver, and Oliver trips at the sticks, and it'll be 9 yards to the gain, 1 yard short of the first down.
And it's just I think this is a trust in Heitland because they're flooding the receivers out there, knowing that if one guy, he's going to slip that one rusher that comes, and he knows how to find the right receiver.
Well, and right here they have 2 on 4 here on this near side. Heitland's going to go upstairs. This is going to be caught by Oliver. Oliver goes up and mosses his man, and he's down inside the red zone. Boy, just jumped and leaped right over top of Tyjon Bradford. Take a look at the replay.
But look at Heitland puts a lot of air under that. Look at that. He knows. Get it out there. Yep, and he went up. Had the height advantage.
Metro Heating and Cooling red zone for Northwest. And there Roosevelt with a good tackle in the backfield. That was Julian Sweeney trying to take that one upfield. And Price Daly, the senior cornerback, in to make the tackle. Now Ryan Woodruff, the tailback, is in the backfield, at least for now. Northwest, like I said, in the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone. All red zone trips this season here on the Central Iowa Sports Network, brought to you by Metro Heating and Cooling. False start is going to be called on Waukee Northwest, and that'll back them up.
Those are things, too, that the penalties that bit them a little bit in that season opener. I don't know what they did in the second game, but those are things, too, that have very little leeway sometimes on those penalties, and you set yourself back.
Elliott Comey is the near wide receiver. Jordan Green on the far side. Heitland on a play-action fake. He's going to check this one down short and misses his tight end, number 85, Gavin Schaller. And it is third down now, and 15 to the marker.
That is their first incompletion of the night, too.
Roosevelt had that one pretty well covered. Obviously, the tight end was open for a second. Expect a shot here on 3rd down and 15 from the 28. Heitland goes actually a handoff to Woodruff. Ryan Woodruff trying to work his way through defenders. And he's going to be about 4 or 5 yards short to the marker. I think you go for it if you're Waukee Northwest.
Yeah, Landon Steffi has a 24-yard field goal, but I think right here, Woodruff got a big chunk there. They might go on the ground again.
We talked about how talented the wide receiver core is for Waukee Northwest, so chances to really toss this ball up. Again, Jordan Green is on the far side. Comey is here on the near side. Big stack up on the line here. 4th down and 4. Heitland back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Heitland trying to direct traffic. Fires to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Waukee Northwest.
12-yarder.
Maddox Toit. Excuse me, makes the touchdown grab. Take a look at the replay. Heitland doing all he can to direct traffic, and Toit in the back of the end zone, just right over top of the cornerback. And Northwest, 2 drives, 2 scores. Will be on to attempt the extra point. Steffi puts it through the uprights. 14-6, Waukee Northwest on top early here. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Waukee Northwest leads 14-6 over top of Des Moines Roosevelt here. Here's a pooch kick. Northwest says we're not going to let what happened last time happen again. This is taken by number 84, Malachi Hawthorne, and Hawthorne.
The flag's down. I think we're going to get an illegal block back around
Actually,
the 21.
This is 24. Jake Boding, the sophomore wide receiver. The 2 and the 8 kind of rough together. Block in the back, you said, for Des Moines Roosevelt. So Roosevelt will go backwards here to start the drive. Good attempt by Northwest to pin them back. And Dar, I was talking to you about it kind of during that break. Roosevelt's defense, that was 2 back-to-back drives pretty much just stuck on the field.
Yeah, they were on the field the whole time. And the good part was they were on the field right away because they got the kickoff return for a touchdown, but it didn't give them any time to sit over there.
Well, we finally get to see the Des Moines Roosevelt offense. We've only seen 1 week of stats for them, as they still have not put in stats from last week's loss to Ottumwa. Jonah Calderon is the one leading the quarterback position, 85 yards and a touchdown, but really the focus is on Eddie Fulton, their senior running back, 336 yards and 4 touchdowns in the win over Des Moines Lincoln in week 1. We'll be excited to see what he can do here tonight. Ryan Malloy is their top man at wide receiver, and Roosevelt is out of sorts here to start, so they're going to take a timeout to start, as Coach Brune not happy with everybody trying to get set on the sideline here. We'll stay here during this timeout break as Northwest and Roosevelt get things set up offensively.
Now, I'm an older guy.
Yep.
Here's how old I am. Maddox Toit, I called games for Iowa State baseball when his dad pitched there.
Yeah. John Schaefer was telling me about that last week.
So,
because I said Toit wrong last week, and he corrected me, so I'm like, there you go. All right, so the timeout was called. And Jonah Calderon will hand off to Eddie Fulton. Fulton on his first carry of the day will get upfield for a couple. Give him a gain of about 3 or 4. It'll be second down upcoming for Roosevelt.
That's not a bad first down play. He did a little moving, but he went straight ahead, and you get 4 there. So not a bad first down run. The thing you want to avoid is big negative plays that hurt him with the penalty, but
2 backs in the backfield. Jonah Calderon is actually now at running back. Ty Scott is your quarterback here. Scott hands off to Fulton. Boy, he is shifty. I can see how he got all of his yards, but this time not going to get much. Roosevelt there to wrap him down. They'll give him forward progress of about 2 yards, and it'll be third down and about 4 or 5 coming up. A team that obviously won't pass the ball a ton. Roosevelt won't, but will go up and down the field, and obviously with a senior leading the helm at quarterback, Ty Scott, you just never know what they're going to try. All right, third down and 4. 2 wide receivers out to the far side, 2 to the right. Calderon is the lone back. Here comes Eddie Fulton in motion on third down and 4. They'll throw to Fulton, makes a one-handed grab, gets outside, and is stood up. Nice tackle by Northwest to shut that down. Might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage, and Des Moines Roosevelt will punt.
Yeah, they just left him out there to try to make something on his own, but this Waukee Northwest team is fast on the pursuit, so you gotta make sure I'd rather see him go up the seam, and try to hit him there on a slant or something. But
Aiden Chase was the one who makes the tackle. Josiah DeYoung is back to receive the punt here for Waukee Northwest, and that one's almost blocked. It is a low punt, and DeYoung will make the catch inside Northwest territory, or inside Roosevelt territory, down to the 44-yard line, 43-yard line. So Northwest offense comes back out. Dar pretty easy for them. Really impressive by Mac Heitland, just short, quick throws. I think trying to make sure he doesn't sit in the pocket and think too much.
Yeah, and at least Roosevelt did give their defense a little bit of a rest there, but not much. They go 3 and out, but.
So another chance to put some points up on the board for Waukee Northwest. Ryan Woodruff gets the call on first down, and Woodruff pushes this thing to the right side. He's got speed, and all the way up to a first down and more. Don't let his size fool you. He can scoot. Yeah. Didn't see him a ton last week in the loss to Waukee. They really kind of went to the passing game once the rushing attack and once they were trailing. But another thing that you think for Mac Heitland, design throws. You know, like you pretty much know who you're going to throw to most of the time, trying to help out a sophomore quarterback here.
Yeah, and saw a lot of good running in that first game. Here it is again.
Really good blocking up front. Ryan Woodruff putting his head down. Boy, really strong running by the junior tailback. Northwest won this game last year against the Rough Riders, 51-14 at Waukee Northwest High School. Northwest, got to think, fired up beyond compare after starting 0-2 on the year. Both losses 11 points each. Games that they felt like they could have won. Play action fake. Here's Mac Heitland. He'll step up and run. Gets around one, and there goes Heitland up the sideline. Heitland's inside the 5. Takes a really tough hit, but it looks like it'll be coming back.
Yeah, flag down at the line of scrimmage, holding. It'll be the call, Northwest.
I will say Mac had a really good pump fake. He got that DB over there to flinch, and Heitland will go backwards with the offense after the holding call. And he talked about it, Dar. Obviously, penalties can really derail drives, and it's kind of cost Roosevelt a little bit to start the year.
And yeah, for Northwest, when you've been kind of dominating offense and then you come out and you get the penalties and you help the other defenses, coaches don't like to see that. Third game of the year, you should start seeing that cut down some here. Understandable in the first one, but
under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Ryan Woodruff gets the call again on first down. Woodruff makes a guy miss. Ryan Woodruff pushes it out to the outside, to the pylon. Touchdown, Waukee Northwest. Ryan Woodruff with his second touchdown of the season.
Man, it just opened up a huge lane there on the right side. Excellent blocking up front. We'll see it here. Well, he just go look at everybody pushes just right through. There's the seam. I would have gained maybe 6 yards on that. You know, he takes it to the house.
Big hole, yeah, big hole to run off of up the middle. Got to appreciate it. Landon Steffi will be on to attempt the extra point to try to extend the lead here for the Wolves. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. 21-6. Northwest on top of Roosevelt. We'll be right back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Save big at DeArmond CDJR Ames. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees at the all-new DeArmond CDJR Ames. DeArmondAmes.com.
The world is going electric, and Metro Heating and Cooling is leading the charge. Just like Tesla revolutionized how we drive, we are transforming how you experience comfort by offering electric air source heat pumps. Experience the unparalleled efficiency, comfort, and savings, and the best part is, it's more affordable than ever. Receive up to $3,000 off a qualifying Trane home comfort system. Join the electric revolution with Metro Heating and Cooling and enjoy a smarter, greener future today. Visit our website or call us now to make the switch.
Welcome back to Mediacom Stadium. Waukee Northwest on top of Des Moines Roosevelt. 21-6 is your score here on the campus of Drake University. Northwest will boot this one deep, and it will go into the back of the end zone. Well, into the end zone. Almost got a lucky bounce. Roosevelt's offense will come back out on the field. A lot of Eddie Fulton on that first drive. He was one to touch the ball on every single play, but Roosevelt didn't go anywhere.
Well, they hold on the last drive, put them back at the 10 where they started out. I mean, they returned the first one for a touchdown. They started out back at the 10 on the first drive. Now, here they get to start out first and 10 at the 20. Let's see if they get a little more room. They can open it up a little bit more here and try to get the offense clicking.
Nice Thursday night football edition here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. It's got to feel weird for both these two teams, obviously, to then wake up on Friday and not have football. Jonah Calderon, the big tailback, he'll get his carry off to the near side and pick up a couple on this near sideline.
And you can see he's trying to string it out, but Waukee does have speed and really spreads it out and pursues very well there.
Maybe wondering why we're doing Thursday night football. Why is it a thing in the state. Most of the time, it's because the field that we're on, or any team is on, is using the next night. So, for example, tonight, obviously one of the other Des Moines schools will be using this field tomorrow night, so trying to keep everything together. That one's caught at the sticks, and up the near sideline is Roosevelt with the big play. Ryan Malloy. Northwest almost got there, but Malloy got it just in time, and Roosevelt has a gain up to the 44-yard line. Take a look at the replay.
Yeah, just back there, not a lot of pressure. Waited, get it out there, and then a good play is overplayed a little bit by the defense by Cade Madden, and good job by him to take that pass up.
Give credit to Ty Scott, the quarterback, able to stand in and make the throw. Here's a broken play. It meant to go to Eddie Fulton, and now Scott will just throw it away, and the flag is down.
I think that's going to be grounding because I don't think he got far enough out of the tackle box.
Either that or too many men downfield.
Yeah.
An eligible receiver downfield. That's what it was. Obviously, the line thought it was a.
Well, and he spun. I think he spun left, and the back went right, and there was a miscommunication on where the handoff was going to go.
See him talking to a couple of the coaches on the sideline here, trying to put everything together. It's not a big coaching staff for Roosevelt by any means.
Penalties decline. They're just going to take the down.
Roosevelt feels good about their defense, so Kapatic, like you said, will decline.
So it must not have been a grounding. It was what?
Ineligible receiver.
Ineligible, because if it's grounding, you take it because you get 10 yards and loss it down. So,
again, Roosevelt looks lost in the backfield trying to figure out where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, they've taken one time out already. Now the play clock's down to 8.
Calderon in motion. 3 seconds on the play clock. Scott will pitch off to Fulton. Fulton breaks one away. Tries to stay on his feet upfield and gets upended for a gain of about 3 or 4. Still a little bit of miscommunication on offense for Roosevelt, trying to figure everything out.
Yeah, and they got that pitch out, but getting to the sideline has been tough.
3rd down and 7 upcoming for the Rough Riders.
If you get a first down here, you're into Waukee Northwest territory.
3 wide receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side, as Roosevelt going to try to pick up a first down here. Again, 7 seconds on the play clock. Here comes Malloy in motion. Scott will throw over the middle. Malloy is there, and he is blown up. Ball comes out. Whose is it? Boy, that was a huge shot over the middle.
He was looking upfield, and the defender came in from the side and just blindsided him there.
Take a look at the replay. See who this was on the hit. It's a hospital pass, if you will, but oof.
Well, he may have read a few steps there, but it just into the defender, and man.
It was Brady Fitz, the junior linebacker, who came in and made the play, and Ryan Malloy, one of the top wide receiver for Roosevelt this season already, able to get up and hobble away.
And credit the quarterback for waiting back there under pressure and finding him. And, again, he was looking upfield. So now 4th down. They're going to go for it here. 4th and 2. And try to keep their defense off the field and keep the offense moving a little bit here.
One man up on the line. It's a fake pitch out. Nope, it is to Eddie Fulton. Fulton's up the field, up the near side. Eddie Fulton inside the 20, breaks a tackle, and Eddie Fulton's going to score. Touchdown, Des Moines Roosevelt. On 4th and 2, they go to the pitching game, and Eddie Fulton.
48-yard run.
I don't know how in the world he stays on his feet, but watch how explosive he is.
Yep. Once he slipped it outside, goodbye. Tiptoes down the sideline, broke the tackle there of Andrew Eastman, and you cannot let him get outside, man.
Roosevelt will attempt the extra point. The last one was blocked. This one, though, is down the middle. And Roosevelt back within a score, 21-13. Waukee Northwest on top.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Waukee Northwest going to return this one down to the 27-yard line. So on the scoreboard here at the stadium, it says Roosevelt missed the field goal. So it's 21-12. I'm going to go back and look on my own replay here on my phone, but interesting. So I'd say 21-12 is our score, but again, it felt like he made that. Like the guy made a motion that he missed it, but back on offense, Mac Heitland overthrows Green. Let me look at this replay here. Yeah, he made it. It's 21-13. Okay. I don't know why
the scoreboard says
wrong,
there. I thought I missed something.
Should be 21-13.
Sometimes up here the angle you
don't.
I know. But it looked like they threw their arms up.
Looking back at it, both the officials signaled it was good, so the scoreboard in the stadium is wrong, and it's 21-13. Here's a handoff, Ryan Woodruff, and boy, does he got space. That's a first down and more all the way down to the 42-yard line. The offense obviously is keeping Roosevelt in it, but their defense is just getting beat up front.
Well, and this is their worst starting position, too, here. They stopped them at the 25. They've had a little better starting position, but now they get that first down, and, man, we're still in the first quarter. This has been
points galore. Here comes the pressure. Mac Heitland going to step up in the pocket. Now he's got himself in trouble. He fires way to the near side. It is not a flag, though, as Green came back to get it, and it'll be second down and 10.
And that's a hard throw to come back and throw across your body that way, but that's the first time the pressure has touched him.
It was Mohamed Guma, I believe, who came up in the middle.
Roosevelt getting a little bit of momentum here going after a couple big plays. Looks like
the offense, it's a little unorthodox, a little unorganized, but it sure makes something work. Yeah. Heitland hands off to Woodruff, and Woodruff gets about 5. It'll be third down and short upcoming. I feel like for Roosevelt, or for Northwest, it's got to be 4-down territory every time based on how the offense is done.
Yeah, because it seems like they're now, here's 3rd and 5, but it seems like the offense has been clicking pretty well. They scored on every possession, but
3rd down and 5 to the marker. Ball's on the 47-yard line. Heitland, play action fake. Heitland keeps. Roosevelt was not ready for it. Mac turns the corner. First down. Boy, they ran right past him. They thought for sure that the running back Ryan Woodruff took it, and Mac Heitland finishes the rest.
Yeah, they had the blitz on there. And
take a look at the replay.
Watch this. He made the right decision to pull it out, and they went for the running back, and Heitland just ran around the corner. Everybody had their eyes on the running back there. Good decision by Heitland.
Northwest will go back to this 4-bunch look here on first down.
Call that a diamond, I guess, wouldn't you?
Roosevelt has a little bit more players in the backfield here to make a play.
Sweeney.
But nowhere to go. Up the seam is Sweeney all the way down to the 19. Again, great blocking. That's probably what ideal that play's supposed to look like.
Yeah. You get those 3 up ahead blocking, you throw it to the back man, and now Roosevelt calls a timeout.
Roosevelt calls a timeout, but it was a timeout, then the injury. So timeout is called by Roosevelt, and then an injured player on the field. We'll take a break. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Welcome back to MediaCom Stadium. Waukee Northwest leads Des Moines Roosevelt out of the Roosevelt timeout. 21-13 is your score. Northwest continuing to move down the field. They've scored on every possession so far. Mac Heitland will bring his wide receiver in motion. That is Oliver. Heitland will look, fire to the end zone. Touchdown! Michael Dunnigan.
Out of the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone there.
Dunnigan with what I believe his first catch of the year. And it is a touchdown. And Waukee Northwest extends the lead. Take a look at the replay. This is a great throw by Mac Heitland.
Yep, right over to him. Had plenty of time.
So Northwest will come on and attempt the extra point to make it a 28-13 ball game. Roosevelt's offense is keeping them around, but Landon Steffi will attempt the point after, and it is up and it is good. 28-13, Northwest on top. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Save big at DeYarman CDJR Ames. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees at the all-new DeYarman CDJR Ames. DeYarmanAmes.com.
The world is going electric, and Metro Heating and Cooling is leading the charge. Just like Tesla revolutionized how we drive, we are transforming how you experience comfort by offering electric air source heat pumps. Experience the unparalleled efficiency, comfort, and savings, and the best part is, it's more affordable than ever. Receive up to $3,000 of a qualifying Trane home comfort system. Join the electric revolution with Metro Heating and Cooling and enjoy a smarter, greener future today. Visit our website or call us now to make the switch.
Waukee Northwest kicks this one back to Roosevelt, and the Rough Riders on the near side, and another breakaway. Off to the races is number 20, Kamari Tillman, and he's run out of bounds inside the 35.
Man.
Boy, Northwest, take a look at the replay again. They have a lot of speed.
At the 2 and just cuts it outside. Good pursuit, though, late.
Yes.
He tried to cut around the referee, too.
To avoid the touchdown. So Kamari Tillman, the freshman, making a play. And now Roosevelt, again, in a nice spot here. Jaden Shields is the back. And, again, a lot of pre-snap movement by Roosevelt. Fulton's over there. Calderon's over there. Malloy is here on this near side. Here's Ty Scott, the quarterback, who overthrows Eddie Fulton, and even if he wanted to catch it, he would have been drilled immediately.
Well, yeah, that was a medicine ball right there. If he caught it, and he's lucky the defender was looking at the receiver, he might have picked that off and been 6 the other way.
Ty Scott, one of the players, or one of the quarterbacks that'll come over and talk to his head coach immediately after the play to get the play. It's not signals.
So that was a 64-yard return.
Yep. Got to expect 4-down territory for Roosevelt no matter what. After the early PAT was blocked, you don't want to have to give that up again. Just over half a minute left here in the first quarter. Here is Jaden Shields, and Shields not going to go anywhere. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down and 10.
Now, they've been probing to get to the outside. They did once in the Fulton run, but this time they go to the short side of the field, and I think you're better off to try to go wide and get around the defense. We haven't seen him pass much.
Roosevelt will not run a play for the rest of the quarter. They'll let the clock tick down, and it is a quarter full of points. 28-13 is your score. Waukee Northwest leads Des Moines Roosevelt, but the Rough Riders are hanging around here offensively. It's just a matter if their defense can get a stop. We'll check you out here in the second quarter as we switch sides. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. Waukee.
Third down and 10 upcoming here to start the second quarter. Waukee Northwest leads Des Moines Roosevelt 28-13. Ty Scott back to throw. Here comes the pressure, runs into a tackler, and down he goes. He is sacked by number 44, Jack Vineyard. There is a flag down in the secondary, though.
You know, he held that ball as long as he could look at it. Nobody came open, but let's see what the penalty is. If it's defensive.
Holding on the offense, or holding on the defense, excuse me.
Yeah.
So Waukee Northwest, is it from the spot of the foul? Let's see what they do here. I don't know if it'll be an automatic first down. I don't think it should be. It should just be 10 yards. But let's see where they put this. 10 yards from the spot of where he got sacked. So now it'll be third down at 6 instead of third down at 10.
Third penalty on Northwest.
Yeah, a couple already costly penalties. So they'll try it again. Third down and 6. Calderon and Eddie Fulton are in the backfield. They go to Fulton. Eddie cuts his way inside, but runs into a herd of defenders. It's going to be fourth down and about 3 coming up for Roosevelt.
He made a nice cut, and I thought there was more room there, but Northwest closed fast. But that was a nice little inside cut to get what yardage he did.
Now, Roosevelt's last score came on fourth down and 2. So now fourth down and 3. We'll see what Coach Brune has in his back pocket here on fourth down for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, you know, and it's it'd be like a 41-yard field goal, and then if you punt it, you're almost, so you might as well roll the dice here.
2 wide receivers on the far sideline, 1 to the left. They move Calderon in motion. 3 seconds on the play clock. Scott does get it off. Play action fake. Scott will fire back across the middle. Calderon makes the grab.
Oh, I think
he's got enough for the first down.
He may have.
Boy, that was risky. Again, it's hard to tell from where we're at if it is a first down or not.
Yep, they're waving a horn. It's a first down. What a catch.
Wow. Boy, he slung that thing back across the middle. Take a look at the replay.
Yeah. And under pressure off his back foot, he fires it in there.
And Calderon, I mean, he's a big guy, 6 foot 205. I mean, he can move the ball. First down and 10 for the Rough Riders. Eddie Fulton, near side though. Good tackle on the back line though by number 9, Tanner Jackson, the senior linebacker for Waukee Northwest.
Yeah, good pursuit to come down the line.
He maybe got half a yard, if anything.
That, yeah.
One thing for sure for Roosevelt, what this does is helps their defense out, keeps the defense off the field for just a little bit. One wide receiver out to the right, 2 to the left here. Fonthadeth also out there. Eddie Fulton on the pitch. Makes one guy miss, but tries to extend the ball. Not for much else. Maybe a gain of 2. And it'll be third down and long for the Rough Riders.
You know, they had a little success with a couple passes there. I thought they might try a little play action there. But now, third and, we got 9.
So Scott in the backfield now with Calderon. Eddie Fulton's out on the right side with the wide receivers. 3rd down and 7. Scott gonna fire short. This is almost picked off. Joe Vineyard had his hands on it, could not come down with it. Now it's 4th down and long, and will they attempt a field goal? I don't think they will. They're gonna go for it.
Yeah, I didn't have any kicking stats in there for him for that first game, so I don't know if they...
Yeah, we didn't have any defensive stats on Roosevelt. Roosevelt has only put in their stats from their win in week 1 against Ottumwa, and even then they didn't put in any defensive stats, just offensive stats. Eddie Fulton is off the field here on 4th down and 8. This is Jaden Shields, the man who returned one of the kickoffs earlier. Scott back to throw on 4th down. He's going up to the end zone. Nobody's home. Incomplete. And Roosevelt comes up short on 4th and long, and Waukee Northwest will take back the field.
Well, he was trying to throw to the flag there, but the pylon, but his receiver stayed inside. If he threw it back inside, I think he's talking to the coach. See right there on the sideline. Watch the throw. The throw is going straight over to the pylon, and the receiver is inside.
Could be some miscommunication.
And maybe
there.
He didn't get there fast enough, but if that receiver looks and they breaks it back inside.
Mac Heitland on 1st down goes to Oliver. Isaiah Oliver, our player to watch here coming into tonight, has the 1st down, and Northwest moves the chains again. Northwest has had little to no resistance when on offense. Roosevelt's defense has struggled to keep the Northwest Wolves in containment. Quick passes by Heitland, trying to get him settled in, and Ryan Woodruff has had a pretty good time in the backfield. Woodruff not going to go anywhere, though. This time, Roosevelt all over it. Number 44 back there, Luke Litke.
There's your announcer jinx right there. Credit Woodruff, and he gets stopped. But credit the defense that time.
Mohamed Guma in on the tackle as well. Clock moving here in the second quarter. 8:07 to go in the second. 28-13. Northwest on top of Roosevelt. Ryan Woodruff gets the call on the far sideline. He'll get upfield for a gain of about 3, and it'll be 3rd down and long for the Wolves.
Big play here. If you can hold them, force a punt, and you break a play. We've seen they've had some big chunk plays, explosive plays here. Then you're within a score going into halftime.
3rd down, and they're going to call it 8. 3rd down and 8 upcoming for Northwest. Elliott Comey and Green are on this near side. Heitland on 3rd and long. Will set his feet, fires a deep ball to Comey, and he's got it.
And he just got a step on the defender back there.
And that placement, Mac Heitland maybe could have let him a little bit better, but really good ball by Mac Heitland.
Yeah, and Oliver Tice was right back there, but you saw a little bit of the speed there, as you see here. See just a slight separation. He closed, but not in time. And you're right, that ball was a little late getting there. Now
Heitland on the other side. Oliver's got it. Touchdown. Waukee Northwest. Mac Heitland, another beautiful throw. And Isaiah Oliver comes down with it for his 4th touchdown, on the season.
35-yarder.
Got right past his defender, was able to finish the rest. Take a look at the replay again. Boy, he's got an arm. I tell you what. Beats his man. That was number 14.
Isaac Carla, he was back there, but
just couldn't quite convert. And Roosevelt trying to block this one or hold, and Landon DeSteffi puts it right through. 35-13, Northwest on top. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Iowans are working hard, But high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Waukee Northwest on top of Des Moines Roosevelt. 35-13 is your score. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here. Northwest.
That was a big switch. They had him in third and long, couldn't stop him. They end up getting the score.
Pooch kick. Roosevelt will call for the fair catch at the 28-yard line, and Roosevelt's offense will come back out. Showed a little bit of poise there on that last drive. But
yeah, they had, but they're able to stop and get the ball back, but then Northwest responded, and then this kick, that shows the respect they got for the speed back there after returning one for a touchdown, another one that went 60-some yards on the return. But here's where Roosevelt, can you settle down, move it up the field? If you don't score, at least move it up the field, give the defense a little rest, and try to get the offense clicking a little bit more here. We've seen it at times.
Two in the backfield, that is Fulton and Calderon, along with Scott there at quarterback. Scott back to throw. We'll check down short. Here's Eddie Fulton in the clear. This is not what Northwest wants to see, but they're able to wrap him down really well. Maybe going to get about 3 or 4 on that play.
Looked like he got a little hesitant when he saw that first defender. He was undecided whether he should take it up the sideline or stop. But you're right. They don't want to see him out in the flat because he's got speed to burn, as we've seen already.
6:53 to go here in the first half. Northwest in control here, 35-13. Roosevelt, though, just kind of hanging around on the offensive side, but could use a score here. Fulton, again, near side. This time Northwest is all over it. Seems like Northwest starting to hone in on him. Does not gain anything. It'll be third down upcoming. So third down and 6 upcoming for the Rough Riders. And really, that big breakaway run for Fulton was a touchdown, and then the kick return. Other than that, Northwest defense has played pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, they put together a couple offensive plays here Roosevelt has, but they haven't been any sustained drives yet.
Scott, short play to Malloy, and Malloy not going anywhere. He's going to lose yardage.
It'll be screen out there trying to swing him around, but now we're let's see him punt it here.
Cullen Arnold will come on and punt this one away for Roosevelt. Almost had one blocked earlier tonight.
Back deep is Josiah DeYoung for Northwest.
There are not enough people on the field. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 now. There are nine players on the field for Waukee Northwest. And timeout is called.
Yeah, with the user final timeout here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they need two more
players out there. So I guess confusion on Roosevelt's side for who needs to be out there. They've had that. I think their timeouts have been because of that. Just not sure who's supposed to be out on the field and who isn't.
Well, and then, we saw that when Scott started taking the quarterback position, too. Then there was a little bit of who goes where offensively and things to work out.
Now they got 11 on the field, so better put together. No timeouts left for Roosevelt. 5:13 to go here in the first half. And like you said, our Josiah DeYoung is back to return this one. See if Arnold can get this one off. Again, it was close to being blocked last time. That's a low one. Gets through his legs. Arnold will pick it up, and he is brought down inside the 10, and Waukee Northwest does just the right job. Arnold obviously nowhere to go. And Roosevelt's defense backed way up in their own territory. Nicely done by Northwest to get on top of that.
Yeah, they got Is it first and where they're going to mark that? At the 10. So it'll be first and goal, just inside the 10.
So a very short spot here for Northwest, 35-13. Heitland, a handoff this time to number 15, Caleb James, and James gets to the far corner here, and we'll go out of bounds. So already a couple more guys that are not usually getting playing time for Northwest starting to get in. We're in the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone here. Turned into a really beautiful night. I've kind of been watching the quote-unquote sunset behind us. We got a door open behind us.
Beautiful back there. And 78 degrees.
Heitland under center. Play action fake. Wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Waukee Northwest. Jack Vineyard. The D lineman / linebacker gets in and makes a touchdown grab. And Waukee Northwest will extend their lead. That's got to feel good for a man who's only usually on the defensive side of the ball.
Let's see him. He's blocking, and then he peels off and wide open there. He started out blocking as kind of the tight end. He was eligible and peels out and gets the touchdown for the senior.
So Northwest, Landon Steffi. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. 42-13. Northwest on top. We'll be right back.
Save big at DeYarman CDJR Ames. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees at the all-new DeYarman CDJR Ames. DeYarmanAmes.com.
The world is going electric, and Metro Heating and Cooling is leading the charge. Just like Tesla revolutionized how we drive, we are transforming how you experience comfort by offering electric air source heat pumps. Experience the unparalleled efficiency, comfort, and savings, and the best part is, it's more affordable than ever. Receive up to $3,000 off a qualifying Train Home Comfort system. Join the electric revolution with Metro Heating and Cooling and enjoy a smarter, greener future today. Visit our website or call us now to make the switch.
Play well against them.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Waukee Northwest on top of Roosevelt 42-13. You can see the the Northwest fans that have made it out to the stadium tonight. Roosevelt will call a fair catch at the 26-yard line, 27-yard line, and that is where they will set up shop. Waukee Northwest starting to pull away here, 42-13 here in the first half. It's really just been Roosevelt's defense, struggling up front. Really, they're just outmatched.
Yeah, I mean, the offense, they've had a kickoff return and they had one big play, but the offense hasn't sustained drives to keep that defense off. You talked about it was good they got the kickoff return, but that just put your defense back out there.
Yeah, not great. Tony Scott and the offense back to work. Jonah Calderon. Jose Calderon was a former Thunder player. Jonah Calderon in the backfield. Scott will fire short. This is caught by Malloy. Malloy will get upfield for a good gain of about 6, and it'll be second down upcoming.
Yeah, that's a good first down play. He got out of bounds, stopped the clock. Although I don't know if that's good or bad at this point. They
doing all they can here. Roosevelt will get the ball to start the second half.
But you don't want to give it back to Northwest with any time because they've shown they can score quickly.
And Roosevelt's defense has shown a lot of just being gassed. Scott, again, this is caught by Malloy at the sticks. First down. He is their top wide receiver for good reason.
A little concerned about those throws looping out there, though, because once we've had 2 here, and now if the defenders start picking up on that, could be an issue, but we'll see. Credit Roosevelt. They're chipping right back at it. They got a first down here. Couple.
Eddie Fulton is in the backfield here on first down. It's a crack toss to Fulton. Eddie makes a man miss, spins upfield, and will get up for about 6. He's fun to watch. I'll give him that. I mean, he can really shift in the hole, Reminds me a lot of our former Hawkeye that we don't talk about, Akram Wadley.
And let's give Ben Wyden, number 75, mention him. He got a little bit of a block there that helped you get some extra yards, too. Grayson Berkeley in there, Deacon Vasey, Jerron Emerson Smith on the line for Roosevelt.
3.5 to go. Scott on a bootleg will toss this one downfield, and nobody is open.
At first, I thought that was a missed. They had an earlier play where they're broken, but that I think that was a design.
Yep, I think
kind
you're
of
right.
Get the defense looking left, and he rolled right, but just nobody open. And he wisely threw it away. Didn't try to force it in there.
3rd down and 4. Upcoming for the Rough Riders with 3:25 to go here in the first half. Points galore in this one. Waukee Northwest obviously looking good. Roosevelt, that big kick return touchdown. Then Eddie Fulton's big play. Pitched again to Fulton. This time a little bit better blocking on the far side, but nice recovery by Waukee Northwest. Not going to let him go far. Actually barely got back to the line of scrimmage, and it's 4th down.
Still 4th and 3.
And
you go for it here, or do you try to punt
looks
it?
Like they're going to punt, yep.
They've had a little – they fumbled the snap on the last punt there. They can get it off, at least drive them deep here with 3 minutes to play and hold them off,
Yeah, Cullen Arnold again will be your punter, and DeYoung is back to receive. Is everybody out on the field? Looks like they do have the correct.
Still no wind to speak of. A little bit of breeze you can see blowing the American flag down on the north side.
Much better snap, and Arnold will boot this thing deep. He's not a bad punter. He's got a really good leg. DeYoung gets away from run. Here comes Josiah DeYoung down the near sideline, and he will be pushed out of bounds inside the 50. Good return by Waukee Northwest. They'll set up shop and try to extend this lead. If you are curious, 35 points is the continuous clock rule, and the association changed it, I think, a couple of years ago. Take a look at the replay here.
Good high punt. It was a little too high, kind of outkicked the coverage a little bit. He dodges the first guy and gets a good wall to the right. And then Guma comes in there late and pulls him down. There's a flag on the play.
Handoff is not going anywhere. Good job by Roosevelt. As I was saying, the rule for continuous clock, 35 points at any time in the game. It used to just be in the second half, but that rule has been changed any time in the game. False start on Waukee Northwest. Rough Riders trailing here by 39. Or excuse me, 29. Then all Roosevelt here in this one. Definitely bigger up front in the trenches. Heitland will throw outside. This is caught. And making a couple of guys miss upfield is Dunnigan, who had his first catch of the season, just so happened to be a touchdown earlier tonight.
And that was the 5th penalty on Waukee Northwest.
Roosevelt has a player down, but will hop right back up. We're going to see if he's okay.
I think they're going to try to talk him out of coming out of there, aren't they? But let's see.
Yep, he's going to go down.
They say take a knee, man.
That is number 13, Jaden Shields. We will take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Save big at DeYarman CDJR Ames. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees at the all-new DeYarman CDJR Ames. DeYarmanAmes.com.
The world is going electric, and Metro Heating and Cooling is leading the charge. Just like Tesla revolutionized how we drive, we are transforming how you experience comfort by offering electric air source heat pumps. Experience the unparalleled efficiency, comfort, and savings, and the best part is, it's more affordable than ever. Receive up to $3,000 of a qualifying Trane home comfort system. Join the electric revolution with Metro Heating and Cooling and enjoy a smarter, greener future today. Visit our website or call us now to make the switch.
Oliver Tice was the player injured. He's able to walk off on his own power. And Waukee Northwest has it here. 2nd down and 8 with 1:55 to go here in the first half. And Roosevelt jumps off sides. Encroachment, if you will.
So Waukee Northwest penalty with 5, and now Roosevelt gives it back. Just their 2nd penalty tonight.
Delayed handoff. This is number 15 getting the carry. This is Caleb James. Northwest 0-2 to start the year. A loss to Johnston 28-17. Waukee 40-29. Dar, a team that is quite young. Their leading receiver, tackler, rusher, and passer, all not seniors, sophomores and juniors. Wide open on the far sideline.
Got a convoy, too.
The tight end starting to work his way up the far line, still making people miss, and finally down inside the 5 is Gavin Schaller, the tight end. That was a beautiful, beautiful screenplay.
They got everybody looking to the right, and threw it to him out there, and then he was thinking end zone. See it here again. Everybody roll right, now throw back, and look at, he's got three big boys in front of him there blocking, and
just wouldn't go down.
Quite a good size himself.
Northwest taking their time here. They feel confident about able to punch this thing in. 44 seconds left on the clock. Heitland, handoff to Woodruff. Woodruff puts his head down and scores. Touchdown, Waukee Northwest. Woodruff with another touchdown this evening extends the lead for the Wolves. 48-13, waiting on the extra point.
Woodruff with a 34-yard run, now a 4-yard run on the night for touchdowns.
Landon Steffi has been pretty busy tonight when it comes to extra points. Has yet to miss. He'll line this one up. Try to extend the lead by 1 here.
Woodruff had just 1 TD coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's rushed for 143 yards coming in. But
we'll just stay here for the kickoff, as it'll be a quick turnaround here before we go to the halftime break. 49-13, Northwest on top of Roosevelt. And Dar, you and I were kind of talking about it in the beginning. Northwest 0-2 to start the year. Going to get the win tonight, barring a miraculous comeback. But really feels like they're going to be one that'll fight the RPI, and they're going to have to pick up a good RPI win here because, I mean, they feel like a team that'll be teetering 5-4, 6-3. It's just they're going to sit there.
Their losses have come to 2 teams that are up there.
2 at the top.
In the RPI. So, they're going to need to pick off one here and hang in there. We talked about it maybe like Valley did last couple years, where they hung around close enough.
Got in
their
at 4-5 last year.
Yeah, strength of schedule and get in there, and then you hope you get, have things put together then by the playoffs. Or you go on a run and you win several here.
Valley won that big game late in the year against Ankeny. You called that game. That was probably one of the best games of the year. That's what propelled Valley to the playoffs, as that one's taken to the 25-yard line. And Northwest turns into fans of other teams, as continuous clock will probably take this thing down to halftime. They need Johnston to win tomorrow night against Valley. That'll help.
Yeah, they need a little help from other teams. And then too, you get a win. It doesn't matter how the win is, but you get a win and then you start feeling more confident. It's always when you come out to practice after a win, you're feeling better.
They're not going to be able to get a playoff, as continuous clock has made this go all the way down to the marker. That is legal. The clock has to start immediately after the play. So that will do it for the end of the first half. 49-13. Waukee Northwest on top of Des Moines Roosevelt. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Save on all new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off, plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees. All at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville.
It's hard to stop a train.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
We are here at halftime once again. Waukee Northwest leading Des Moines Roosevelt 49-13. Dart Danielson with you here, and a couple big explosive plays for Roosevelt. They returned a kickoff 97 yards after the opening score by Waukee Northwest, and then a 48-yard run and got them on the board. They've had a few drives they've sustained a little bit, but sustaining drives has been the issue. But for Waukee Northwest, sustaining drives has not been the issue. They've been able to score on almost, I think every possession they've had it. They have not had to punt and been able to score in the air, on the ground. And Elliott Comey got the first one on a pass, 21 yards, make it 7-0. Then the Jaden Shields 97-yard kickoff return. Then a 12-yard pass to Toit for Northwest, made it 14-6. Roosevelt missed the extra point on that score. 34-yard run by Woodruff with 4:44 to go in the first, made it 21-6. Then that 48-yard run by Fulton, he got outside and made it 21-13. And Roosevelt still in it there. Then Dungan, a 19-yard run, made it 28-13. 35-yard pass to Oliver, 35-13. Jack Vineyard caught one 10-yard TD pass, and then a 4-yard run by Ryan Woodruff, made it 49-13. So that's where we stand right now as you see the Roosevelt band coming out onto the field. We'll take a break. We'll come back and look at some of those replays, highlights of the first half scoring. That's coming up here on CISN.TV.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Save big at DeArmond Chevy GMC Knoxville. New Silverado 1500 Crew Cab offering 5.9% for 84 months plus up to $4,750 cash. New 2024 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with 5.9% for 84 months. And new Sierra 1500 Crew Cab with 5.9% for 84 months plus up to $3,750 cash. All at DeArmond Chevy GMC Knoxville. DeArmondChevyGMC.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Welcome back to Mediacom Stadium here in Des Moines, Iowa, on the campus of Drake University. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here this evening. Waukee Northwest leading on top of Roosevelt 49-13 is your score. Dar, kick return touchdown, long touchdown by Roosevelt, but nothing for the trenches of Waukee Northwest.
Yeah, we've got highlights loaded up now. Let's take a look.
Opening drives are scripted, and Waukee Northwest has got to like what they see. Gonna score! Touchdown!
Waukee
We'll
Northwest.
kick this one all the way back down the field.
Then here's the
Jaden
big play
Shields.
for Roosevelt. Takes it back about the 3, cuts it outside, turns on the afterburner, and a last lunge, and that's all she wrote in for 97 yards out, Jaden Shields. But Waukee comes right back, and you see Toit in motion there. Then he cuts down, goes downfield, and makes the catch. And for the touchdown.
Heitland again making great plays.
Yeah.
This is Ryan Woodruff. Good blocking up front.
Yeah, Woodruff, his first touchdown, a 34-yard run. Here, that was 4:44 to go in the first quarter. And then Roosevelt, as we'll see here, they'll come back and answer.
It's on 4th and 2.
Fulton. And this wasn't a Fulton steam engine. This was a full-blown jet engine here as he races down the sideline.
Very impressive. But that's pretty much been all she wrote, as the rest of it, Waukee Northwest, as you'll keep seeing, the offense just really in rhythm.
And Roosevelt did get a couple first downs and got a little bit of offense going, but couldn't finish drives. And then here you see the pass out and down there to
Oliver. Isaiah Oliver.
Yep, 35-yard pass there to Oliver. And then this one is a Vineyard 10-yard pass. He'll roll out, has him wide open, faked everybody over there, and the big guy,
the lineman,
44
the D
lineman, gets a pass there, and then we put in a 4-yard. There was a fumbled punt by Roosevelt, and then Woodruff ran it in from 4 yards out with 35 seconds to go. So, Waukee Northwest, they've had issues with some penalties, but offensively they've been cooking. And we see Roosevelt, they have that big play potential. It's just sustaining some longer drives and, keeping the ball a little bit more in the offense. So you haven't seen them do that yet.
It will be continuous clock when they come out of the halftime break. Waukee Northwest leads Des Moines Roosevelt 49-13. We'll see you back for the opening kickoff of the second half. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
The world is going electric, and Metro Heating and Cooling is leading the charge. Just like Tesla revolutionized how we drive, we are transforming how you experience comfort by offering electric air source heat pumps. Experience the unparalleled efficiency, comfort, and savings, and the best part is, it's more affordable than ever. Receive up to $3,000 on a qualifying Trane home comfort system. Join the electric revolution with Metro Heating and Cooling and enjoy a smarter, greener future today. Visit our website or call us now to make the switch.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back to MediaCom Stadium. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here, getting ready for the second half. Still about 3 minutes away. Waukee Northwest on top of Des Moines Roosevelt, 49-13 is your score. Might as well take a look at what these two teams have coming up the rest of the season. If I can get my Wi-Fi to get back together. Waukee Northwest obviously starting the year 0-2. Not quite the start that the Wolves were looking for, but a lot of talent on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Northwest, after this week, will head to Dowling next week, or they will get Dowling at home. Mm-hmm. So a good chance to maybe upset the...
And they get an extra day to prepare.
Yep,
This coming off a short week after playing Friday and then playing Thursday, so one extra day to prepare. And
something to think about, Yep. And then Waterloo West, they'll go to Waterloo West. Waterloo West last year beat them handily. Waterloo West, I think, 1-1 this year. They have a O-lineman that's going to the University of Iowa, who is a big dude. And then they'll come back home and take on Valley. Circle that game. That's a big one. Then at Ottumwa, who beat Roosevelt, Ankeny Centennial, and Ames. So you're looking at, you're going to win tonight. You have to take West, so that'd be win number 2. Have to take Ottumwa, that's win number 3. Have to take Ames, that's win number 4. And then the rest of it, Dar, they're probably going to have to take one against Dowling, Valley, or Centennial, because 4 and 5, they wouldn't be great wins by any means. I don't know if it would be enough.
Yeah, you got to get one of those signature wins for your RPI to help you out. Now, tomorrow night, I'll be over at Waukee, and they're playing Sioux City North.
Yep.
I watched some of your game. I had last week off, so I got to watch the games. And, man, Beckett Baker, he's just come on. He made a couple plays there. I was like, wow, I want to see that again.
He truly is one
Waukee.
of the...
He's really come on, hasn't he?
He truly is one of the. In my opinion, I think he's the best quarterback in the class. I think by far, very impressive. Northwest looked good against Waukee, just couldn't stop Beckett Baker in the end. So that's something to keep an eye out on as the rest of the season goes by. As for Roosevelt, they will go to Ames next week. The Little Cyclones are also 0-2 to start the year. Then they will go to Dowling on the 27th. Sioux City North comes here for Roosevelt's homecoming on the 4th of October. Then they'll go to Centennial. Then they go to Waukee. And then they will end the year out against Des Moines East here at MediaCom Stadium. I hope we're doing that game. We need to check if we're doing that game. If the Central Iowa Sports Network is not doing that game, we need to circle that game. We need to do that game. That'll be a phenomenal football game between East and Roosevelt. So circle that one.
And then tomorrow night, you're... Valley Johnston.
Yeah, so
right?
our games tomorrow night, Valley is hosting Johnston.
Of course, Valley coming off that overtime loss to Dowling.
Johnston coming off the overtime loss to Cedar Falls.
To Cedar Falls. And Cedar Falls, that's a tough.
Looks good.
And that was over in their brand new stadium over there, Cedar. I want to get over there and see that. They're moving from playing in the Unidome to playing outside at the new stadium. They got the new high school and that. And they used to play outside at the old O.R. Latham Stadium back in the day on the UNI campus. Then when the dome was built, they played there. But a couple teams there looking for a bounce back.
Ankeny taking on Dowling. If you remember the last time those two teams played, Ankeny upset Dowling in the playoffs 14-7 to make it to the Unidome. Dowling crushed them in the regular season. That didn't seem to matter. Ankeny, might be in trouble. I mean, they have got to win here soon. They're already 0-2 to start the year. Their schedule is really tough. They're going to have a tough time. Dowling, despite replacing a lot, still looks good.
Then the 3-time defending state champions got on the board in a win last week
against
too.
Ankeny.
Against Ankeny, Southeast Polk. So, they're – and that game, they played Valley. That was a tight game in their opener. They lost a lot there, but it's it is hard to string, beyond – they've done 3. They're trying to go for 4. It's been done before with Dowling. But
it makes you appreciate Dowling's dynasty.
Truly
Dowling's
was unbelievable.
run.
Yeah, so –
yeah, it's going to be a fun one. Then you'll be over at Waukee with John Schaefer as Waukee will take on Sioux City North. Waukee favored heavily in that game. Should be a pretty good game for Waukee to just kind of see what they have underneath of them. Can't fall into the trap, though. You can't have an emotional week.
You can't come out and say, oh, we're just going to show up and boom. Yeah, but I don't know. I think, since the change where they split up a little bit with the 2 schools, and both schools have been trying to, build up from that, and both coaches have done it the right way. They've, and Northwest had a great season last year and lost some players and coming back, but it's one of those things where, and we've talked about this, even the teams that aren't doing quite as well record-wise, they're still tough, and it's not an easy out,
It's going to be one of those things to keep an eye out on as the rest of the season goes by. They've added a little bit more time on the clock, so we're going to step aside for a quick break and get you back for your opening kickoff. Waukee Northwest and Roosevelt, second half coming up. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network, back here at Drake University on the Mediacom Stadium field. Newly created field in its 3rd year, I think, of being a thing.
Yeah, I've done a couple soccer matches here. This is my first football game here, but it's the thing, and we were talking about this, you and I like, as broadcasters, the sight lines are great. It's
beautiful.
Up here
it is.
The press
it
box.
Is a broadcaster's dreams. Drake had a soccer game here earlier today, so they had to get all that taken down and get all the Roosevelt stuff put back up. And then tomorrow night, I'm not sure who plays here, but somebody will play here tomorrow night as well. That is why we're playing here on a Thursday night. They do a good job setting up temporary lighting. They light up the parking lot. That's all temporary lighting. Obviously, the Drake University campus right across the road. The theater district also right here where all Drake theater happens. So really cool. Waukee Northwest will kick off to Roosevelt. It is continuous clock here because of the game being more than 35 points. So immediately when this ball is caught, it will just keep running unless a timeout is taken. And we're off and running here in the second half as Jaden Shields, who returned the first kick for Roosevelt back, will take this one to the near side, breaks a couple tackles, runs into a herd of defenders, and will go down at the 31-yard line.
It gives him good starting field position, though. That's 31.
I guess I lied. The clock is still at 11:52, so we'll see. We'll see if that continues, but should be a continuous clock. There we go.
Yeah,
I was going to say home clock operator's helping his team.
I saw the official signaling to him, roll it, but
So no Tony Scott here, as this is Jonah Calderon in the backfield with Jaden Shields on 1st down and 10. Calderon will pitch it back to Eddie Fulton. Nobody is home. Eddie Fulton taken off down the sideline, but it's going to come back.
Flag down. Yep.
Eddie Fulton is gone, but it is going to come back. There was a clear hold in the secondary for Des Moines Roosevelt, and unfortunately this is coming back. That was a beautiful play design. Everybody followed Jonah Calderon.
Flag down at the 49. Holding is the call.
An easy holding call.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Brune telling his team here on the sideline, just put your hands up. Don't even try to touch them. Take a look at the replay. You should be able to see it pretty clear as day here, Dar. Well, nope, would have been further down the screen, but you could see it easily on the field. Number 30 for Waukee Northwest was being held. That was Blake Ludwig. And it'll be 1st down and 4. One of those awkward 1st down markers.
Oh, because it came back 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so you don't lose all your yardage. You'd use the 6 points. So
that was a great play, though. That was a really nice play.
It would have been, let's see, it was at the 30.
And again,
33, so it would have been a 67-yard return. He had a 97-yard return. Or, no, he had a 48-yard run.
Timeout is taken. We'll just stay here. Roosevelt looked like they're having communication issues up to the box. They were looking back up to the box where the offensive coordinators and such were looking at. Maybe it wasn't the offense. Maybe their mics are working or their headsets are working. Just misjudging who should be on the field and who should not be on the field. And that, all 4 timeouts taken tonight by Roosevelt have been because of player personnel on the field.
Yeah, and and then they switched Colt around and Ty Scott around at the quarterback spot, and then I think there was some question as to who's going where. And but as you said, that was a well-designed play to come out.
They can't hear. They're being told that, or they're telling the box that they cannot hear what's being set up in the box. Now, I don't know if this is the same deal as in college. I don't think it is. In college now, if one team can't hear,
then
the other team can't use it. Yeah, the other team can't use it. Clearly, that's obviously not a thing here in high school. Jaden Shields gets the carry on 1st down and about 4, and he's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. So, yeah, just by looking at him, I don't think they can hear.
That reminds me of another play-by-play story up at Ames, and they got brand new radio calls down to the sideline. Well, we got the game going, and all of a sudden we hear the radio calls were coming through our headsets because things weren't grounded right.
Yeah.
And the assistant coaches use a little language that you shouldn't use on the radio, so we had to figure that out and figure out how to get their new system so that it didn't ground into ours. But
2nd down and 3 upcoming here. So they did give him a yard. Eddie Fulton. This is Jaden Shields. Shields gets to the outside and not going to go far. He's wrapped down maybe about a yard and a half.
Close to the first. Now, it's easy for me to say up here, but I think if he'd have kept going straight instead of trying to cut it back outside, he might have picked up the 1st down. But I think they're going to give it to him
anyway.
He did
get the first down. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to give him the 1st down, say he had enough.
Again, it's a little bit harder to see from where we're at. We do have a nice view of the box, but obviously a little bit tougher. So 1st down and 10 upcoming here. Alex Fontadeth is here on this near side at wide receiver. Scott is actually looking his way. Fontadeth makes the grab, tries to tiptoe the sideline, and gets upfield for a good gain of about 7 or 8.
Yeah, he's.
Well, that's going to be a 1st down.
No, they're going to say he's all the way up to the 50. Or down to the 47, so they're going to give him, about 11 yards on that. He was diving for the sideline and stretched it out. So two straight 1st downs here for Roosevelt. And get their personnel issues figured out, and then I don't know what they're doing, if they're got the headset figured out too or what.
Scott again quick. That one's low on the ground. Incomplete pass. That time was going for Fontadeth.
But he ran a pretty good route. He came down and turned in. Just need to get it in the breadbasket there, because that would have picked you up 4 or 5 yards.
So 2nd down and 10 will be the call here. One wide receiver out to the far line, 3 here on this near side as Scott and Eddie Fulton occupy the backfield on 2nd down and 10 upcoming. And here comes Eddie Fulton in motion. Look for Eddie on the toss. Nope, they'll go to Shields up the middle. And Shields is met by number 11, Brady Fitz, the junior leading tackler for Waukee Northwest coming into tonight.
So these coaches, with tomorrow night off, they go out on the scout, you think, probably?
I'm not sure. I really don't know. Obviously, Waukee Northwest will play Dowling, so I'm sure they'll be watching that game just in general. But, that'll be interesting depending on what they do. It's got to feel weird for the players.
Yeah.
Just having your Friday night off. And 3rd down and 8 yards to the marker here. Here's Scott. Here comes the pressure. Scott gets this away to Fulton. Eddie is upfield, makes a man miss, and there goes Eddie Fulton, taken off all the way to the 20 and finally brought down. Boy, he can move. Very impressive by Eddie Fulton.
He just cut back, flung that defensive back out of the way, but it was a nice pass to him. He was going to have the first down, but he added more yards after the catch. Watch this now, then. Oh, the stiff arm there just shoves a player down, the stiff arm.
Roosevelt now set up in the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone.
Hayden Grisham on the receiving end of that stiff arm.
And this is still Northwest starting defense. I mean, nothing has really changed defensively for Northwest. Roosevelt having a really nice possession here out of the halftime break.
You see Eddie Fulton sitting over there getting a little bit of a breather on the bench.
And a false start. That play was broken from the start. Again, the clock stops. Should not stop on penalties, if I'm correct.
It does stop on penalties, doesn't it?
Does it?
Yeah, it does. But then as soon as they reset the ball. So that sets them back 5, but still, they got a decent drive going right now.
Yeah, it's 1st down and 15. Set up here at the 24-yard line. Shields broke one, won't break the next. Vineyard in on the tackle.
Yeah, good penetration in there by Jackson Davis to kind of help blow it up.
Just didn't have a lot of room to work with. Got past that first tackler, but obviously not going to be able to get away from the next. And bring up 2nd down and very long, 19. Northwest showing blitz. They send an extra man. Scott over the middle and is incomplete. He had a man, number 18, Evan Wold. The sophomore wide receiver just overthrows him.
Well, and he had to be careful because Colin Costigan was back there on coverage, so he had to throw it over the top, but just threw it a little too far.
It's actually Graham Studerman. Studerman was the player in there. The number kind of folded together. Roosevelt in all blacks. First time I've ever seen him in their all blacks. I've usually seen the blue and white, no logo on the helmet.
Everybody has a black uniform.
Everybody
now, don't
does.
they? Regardless
you don't even have to have the color in your logo.
No, look at Iowa State.
Scott, that one's tipped at the line of scrimmage. Either it got tipped or his hand tipped it, and it will be incomplete.
Yeah, because he looked like he had the down and out there, but
4th down and 19 for the Rough Riders. They will stay on the field.
Had a promising drive, then they get that penalty, and it set them back. That was a negative play, and now they're in long yardage situation here.
Had a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, had a touchdown.
Yeah, they had a touchdown, too, that was called back.
Called
You're
back.
right.
So, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even after that, they recovered and got it down there. And
so put together your best play here if you're.
So you can see they got some offensive potential. They just got to get everything working together. And you throw in some big plays.
And a flag is called. Delay game.
Well, they've been flirting with that all night too.
Yeah, they have.
And I don't know if that's been the communication issues they've had. So now what's 4th and 24?
Yeah, it's a long ways to go. This is kind of the territory where they're looking for an arm punt possibly or whatever works. Here comes the pressure. Scott will lob down the center of the field. There is going to be PI, though. Is this an automatic first down in high school, or is it just 15 yards? There's also a flag here on the
far side
line.
Might be offsetting.
Yeah, these might offset. There's a clear PI. I know that.
Yeah.
Jonah Calderon was held over the middle. Could be holding. If it is holding on.
Double on the defense.
Double on Waukee Northwest.
So they'll take whichever gives them the most yardage here. And he's going to explain it, the referee.
I'll be very curious to see where this puts them. And is it an automatic first down? I don't think it is.
Mm-mm.
They decline. They will take the block in the back.
And it'll stay fourth
Or is it pass
down.
interference? Did they call the... Which one's... block in the back, I think?
Well, no, that'd be pass interference
pass
against the
interference,
defense.
Yeah.
Because you're not blocking on defense.
So instead now it's
10 yards.
Yeah, it's 4th down and 9 instead of 4th down and 19. So
or 15
or
yards.
4th down
right?
and 24. Yeah,
yeah,
it
it's
was 4th
15
down.
yarder.
Yep. So it was 4th down at 24. Now it is 4th down.
This is our first game, folks.
You know, it's funny. The first 2 weeks, I love watching the IHSAA. He's done videos about it. Throw to the end zone. Fulton can't get there. It is incomplete, and Northwest will take over. The IHSAA has put out videos each week of coach-submitted clips talking about like good calls they've had in the past week or things they need to work on. It's been very informational. Literally, they just had a big talk about pass interference today. Obviously, I was not paying attention when I listened, but always recommend those to anybody who wants to check those out. So it is Northwest ball here, first down and 10. Looks like the starting offense is still out there for Northwest. Caleb James is the back, and false start.
Yeah, a rolling start there by everybody.
So Northwest will back up. Got to be impressed with Northwest offense. I mean, their ability to put up points. Quick throws. Mac Heitland has been very good. Play action fake. It's caught on the far line. Jordan Green taken off upfield. First down and more by the sophomore wide receiver.
And really, defensively, the one touchdown was a special teams touchdown on the kick return. And then, the other one was a great play to get outside. But otherwise, defensively, they've been fairly stout, too, only giving up really 6 points or 7 points defensively. But
Heitland, delayed throw. This is caught on the far line in a shoelace tackle, but might be a block in the back on Waukee Northwest as there is a flag down. Jordan Green is the one that caught it but took the fall. He's been the big replacement for Maverick Inman. Maverick Inman now at Waukee. And unnecessary roughness. Looks like it's either unnecessary roughness or a blindside block on Waukee Northwest.
so that's 3 penalties here now in a row on Northwest.
They've been penalized a bit tonight. If that's really a negative for them that they want to look at, that has been a negative.
4 in the first half. Now, Roosevelt had 3 here in the third quarter, and they only had 1 in the first quarter.
Caleb James makes one man miss. There goes Caleb James. James off to the races on the far sideline and rolled out of bounds finally. But a big first down and more for Waukee Northwest as Caleb James follows his blockers up the field. Take a look at the replay. Made a one-man miss. And
chewing off 35 yards there.
He was tackled by Isaac Carla. Mac Heitland on first down. Heitland's going for the bomb. Deep downfield. Touchdown. Waukee Northwest, Jordan Green makes another big touchdown grab, and the Wolves extend their lead. Got behind his defender. Mac Heitland finishes the rest. Take a look at the deep ball by Heitland. Just perfect placement, once again. Very impressive by Mac Heitland, and Northwest cracks the 50 mark here in this one. Wolves on to attempt the extra point here. Snap, hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 56-13, we'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network, 56-13. Waukee Northwest on top of Des Moines Roosevelt. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here from MediaCom Stadium. Get a good view of the principal building off to our southeast.
Yep.
I know my directions.
See that there?
I feel like I'm better than that than most people I know at my age.
Yeah.
That one's picked up by Jaden, or excuse me, this is, who is that? Number 30, I believe. Carter Gruning might have been the one on it.
Well, we got a quick minute here. What's your thoughts on the new NFL kickoff after seeing it?
I don't hate it, but I also don't really like it.
Yeah.
That was Gruning on the play. I mean, you want to kick it in that zone because if you kick it back for a touchback, they go to the 30, so it kind of gets the kickers to really place it and not just boot it at. What I don't like is the safeties.
Yeah.
The kickoff from the safety is a joke because you don't punt it anymore. You just kick it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I've watched so much college and NFL the last 2 weeks, I forgot we don't do 2-minute warnings here in high school. So when we came down to the end of the first half, I was like, oh, that's not a 2-minute warning.
Well, and it's a little weird, too, to see that in college now.
I don't like it. Jaden
It's
Shields
a 2-minute timeout, not warning.
Yeah, you can't call it warning.
And then the NFL, it's a warning. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's okay if you're trailing and you need to, like Iowa State, it helped them, I think, coming back. But, it's just –
that will do it for the end of the third quarter. We are headed to the fourth. Waukee Northwest on top of Des Moines Roosevelt. 56-13 is your score. We will be right back from MediaCom Stadium.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade. With the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter. Waukee Northwest leads over Des Moines Roosevelt 56-13. Jonah Calderon will throw this one on the far side. I believe that is Eddie Fulton. Can't be for sure, but he's going down for loss of a couple. Continuous clock moving here in this one because of the score being more than 35. Waukee Northwest trying to get their first win of the year.
Good job on the defender out there because he was trying to bait him into staying inside and cutting outside, but he didn't. He didn't follow any of the moves. He stuck right with him and brought him down.
Dar, you and I talked about how important the rest of the way for Waukee Northwest schedule is. They have to win one of their 3 games, the 3 big games against either Dowling, Valley, or Centennial. They're going to have to win one of them if they want to make the postseason, as they should take care of the rest of their schedule with no issues. Calderon going to take off and run with it. And really nice tackle by, I believe, Blake Ludwig. Nope, it was Austin Van Horn, the linebacker. Brings up 4th down and long, and Cullen Arnold and the punting unit will come out.
But he's done a good job when he's got the punts off, but he had that one that it was a low snap and didn't quite handle it. And so
Northwest, I think, not going to rush here.
DeYoung is back deep. Well, they've got to get another man on, too.
Calderon's going to run out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Again, you can have less than 11. It's just not.
It's not to
what
your
you want to
advantage.
see. Yep.
Nice catches that one on the skip, and it's a low punt.
Northwest decided not to rush. That one will drop down inside the 30. Yes, down to the 30. Good punt by Cullen Arnold. And Northwest will bring their offense back out on the field. Expect backups. Yep, that is what we're going to see. So apologize if Dar and I can't keep up with names, but I believe Kellen Tosh, the senior, will come out and play quarterback here for Waukee Northwest.
Yep.
I think they've stopped calling plays from upstairs, as coordinators next to us on our right side at least are no longer having their headsets on. So Tosh is the quarterback. First snap. This is to Mabenta Walsh.
Yeah, and I bet we're going to see a lot of that running, not passing, too, here,
Taco Mabenta Walsh is the tailback, the senior running back, 5'6". As the clock continues to tick down here.
One of the things you notice here, and I've said this before, you got the new stadium, new lights. The lighting has come so far. It's just so...
It's good.
Lights it up really well.
It's one of the better
yeah.
well-lit stadiums. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of greatly lit stadiums here in the CIML when you think about it. Tosh lost the snap, and will go down immediately. Going to lose a couple. Go back to almost the original line of scrimmage. I think about Ankeny. Hopefully new lighting in there within the next 10 years, as you can see. If you ever watch an Ankeny stream, notice how dark it is around the edges of the stadium. You go to some of the far corners, it is dark.
But those are the older ones that haven't had new lights.
Yes.
Yeah, you got the Waukee Northwest.
You got these newer ones by Musco.
And then Valley Stadium, they put in the new lights, the Musco lights, too, and it makes a difference.
They have the technology where they put the lights midway through as a whistle is blown. They put them midway through and face them up, so it almost creates like a box of light.
Yeah.
As a false start is called on.
Well, the idea is to get the light on the field and not have it wash out away, which.
But yes, there are some dark fields in the CIML. But a really beautiful facility here. This facility was used for state soccer, as there's another false start. This time it's on the right guard. But state soccer was held here.
We'll be going up to Ames for girls' state
soccer.
Yes,
we will. I keep forgetting about that.
Coming up, yeah. And
you want to eat at Hickory Park? Yeah. Let's get our food. Let's get our food reservations down now. Tosh, deep throw.
Oh, nice.
Caught in the secondary. What a throw. Drake Walker, the senior wide receiver, is the one to come down with it. And how about the play by Kellen Tosh?
Hit him right in stride. Let's see the replay here. Drops back. Got it away. A little pressure, but he got it away. And that wasn't bad defensive play back there either. He was right with him. Just got it up over the top.
Drake Walker makes a heck of a play and
put it right where it had to be.
Mabenta Walsh on the near side. Boy, he took a hit. Ball came out, and that should be a clear fumble. Was he down, though? Nope, they're going to give it to Roosevelt.
I don't think he was. He got sandwiched.
Yeah, he got
sandwiched,
down. And then that ball just came right out. Boy, he took a monster hit, but Roosevelt gets the ball back.
Tika Walsh, one of them in there, I think. Let's take a look at it.
Watch this hit. He wasn't afraid of the contact, I can tell you that.
Just boom, boom.
Boom, the ball comes out right there. Drops right into his lap. So
Walsh got more. I thought it was more of a sandwich, but the other guy was kind of come in and he got the ball. So, yeah, it was a big pop there.
So Roosevelt's offense will come back out. Waukee Northwest has their secondaries in on defense.
So there's some good things to see for Roosevelt. There's some things there you can see and you can talk about and say, hey, let's just keep working at it.
I think their game against Ames will be really good next week. Calderon on the keeper. It's a pitch back There is only one man back, and here comes the turn upfield for Fulton as he's pushed out of bounds. Good recovery by Northwest because there was only one guy back for Northwest here on this near side.
Yeah, Bodie Morrison came back. He gets by him, and he's gone.
A reverse on the near side of the field is interesting, but
yeah, come back here. Now gets a nice block there. He's got a lane, but then Walsh comes in.
Yeah. And being on the left hash mark, there wasn't a lot of space to work.
But they took the right angles too. You don't come straight across. You angle out so you can catch up with him, and they did exactly what you needed to do defensively there. But in good position here now.
Calderon pitches to Shields. Shields makes a cut up field and
planted the foot and cut inside. That was nice.
Gain of about 5 for him. One thing I will say about this field, that scoreboard and the screen on the scoreboard is bright.
Yeah.
It kind of lights up the grandstands on both sides.
Well, yeah, and the whole end zone there is kind of more lit up.
Northwest of the students have headed home. They got school tomorrow. Again, it's weird playing on a Thursday night. You got to wake up and go to school tomorrow.
Well, we don't know that they're going home to study, but
yeah. Calderon, that one bounces on the turf, and Jonah will just drop to the ground and lose a couple.
Better part of valor is save that and
one thing about Roosevelt, always have good coaches that like to help improve the program and the tradition. And Roosevelt prides themselves on overall being the best of the public schools.
Yeah.
Des Moines East, not looking too bad this year. Again, they play each other the last game of the year. Keep an eye out for that one.
Well, some of the problem has been in Des Moines schools is coaches moving on, and the turnover in the coaching.
Extra man on the field here, or it wasn't an extra man, but Calderon is brought down again. Good job by Waukee Northwest to get up on the pressure.
He kept his eyes up the field, but just could not find anybody.
Haven't seen Trey Scott in at quarterback, so looks like Colin Arnold in the punt unit will come out and send this one back for Waukee or for Roosevelt. Josiah DeYoung is back to return once again. Score of this one last year, 51-14. This one looking pretty much identical to what we saw last year between these two squads. Arnold, another good boot. Good coverage, and DeYoung will call for a fair catch. And Northwest offense will come back out. Got moving downfield with their backups. Obviously the fumble derailed the drive, but
kind of the story of the night. They get a few first downs, and then like down here, they got it down, then they had the penalty, and then they went backwards, and it's, against a better team, you can't give them yardage, and that's an issue. But again, we said there's good things to look at moving forward in the season.
First down at 10 for Tosh. Handoff to Caleb James. Another false start on Northwest. Learning moments for the line up front. Back them up 5 yards. Well, don't forget, tomorrow night, 3 games on the docket for the Central Iowa Sports Network. Dar will be in Waukee for Waukee and Sioux City North. I'll be up in Valley with Trent Condon for Johnston Valley. And Paul Yanger and his crew will be at Ankeny Stadium for Ankeny and Dowling Catholic. All of it starts at 7 o'clock.
Does Paul get a crew or a posse? What is that?
Posse, crew, all of the above. That'll be a good game.
Yeah,
I'm very curious to see how Ankeny responds.
Because, they got a lot of pride there, and they
do.
starting out, and like you say, they gave Dowling last year, they get the upset, so and sometimes we talked about it, you teams and you get wounded in this league, and then you fight back.
In recent years, Ankeny has owned Dowling in the postseason at least. You got to think, the last time Dowling lost at the Dome, as here comes Tosh with a great carry up the field. He still won't go down, and finally down to the 43-yard line. If you remember, when Dowling's dynasty ended, it was Arnold Bruce, or what was his name? The wide receiver that went to Iowa.
Yeah.
That him and Bauer and company in that offense upset Dowling at the Dome in overtime, and that was the end. That was the end of the Dowling dynasty. Ankeny won that title, and then Southeast Polk has come back to win.
Then we went to
straight.
5A, and Southeast Polk has won every 5A title since then.
So.
Yeah,
it's crazy to think that Dowling is, is not the same, but.
Well, but the thing is, you still can't count them out.
Yeah.
There's a flag down.
2 flags down. 3 flags down. 2 of which go to the same spot, so I think this is going to be all on Waukee Northwest. The Wolves will move to 1-2 on the season. Roosevelt will drop to 1-2. Roosevelt will head to Ames next week to take on the Little Cyclones, and Waukee Northwest will take on Dowling Catholic. Don't sleep on that game. That is going to be that'll be a game that Northwest will really have to come out swinging. But again, like Dar and I said, got to circle those 3 games: Centennial, Valley, and Dowling. Waukee Northwest has to win one of those games to make it to the postseason. That's sure what it's going to look like. Another handoff. Nice carry here by Corbin Smith Fitzgerald, the junior tailback.
Gets the penalty yardage back. A yard plus.
1 minute to go here in this one at MediaCom Stadium. I want to thank everyone on our fantastic crew tonight. On camera, our producer Sean.
Randy on the camera. Right?
Randy's on the camera tonight. Second down and 10. Fitzgerald. Again, breaking tackles and gets upfield, and that might be the last play of this one. We'll see if Northwest wants to run another play.
They won't have to, I don't believe. Nope.
It was a dominant start tonight for Waukee Northwest. Roosevelt hung around, but in the end, not going to be enough. And Waukee Northwest is going to pick up their first win of 2024. Roosevelt will fall to 1-2. It looks like Roosevelt's going to run one more play, Northwest is going to run one more play. It's a handoff, and Fitzgerald is swarmed in the backfield.
There goes your good yardage. He lost some there, but
that's a final. 56-13 is your final score. Waukee Northwest takes care of business here on the road and defeats Des Moines Roosevelt. 56-13 is your final. For everyone on our production staff, he's Dar Danielson. I'm Blake Walker. We hope to see you again tomorrow night at one of our 3 games on the Central Iowa Sports Network. We're saying so long from MediaCom Stadium. Thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of Thursday Night Football on CISN. Good night, everyone.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.